Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you some snacks that I got. I'm actually going to show you my Universal Yums box from February, and this month is, drumroll, is France. This is my second Universal Yums box. My first one was actually back in December when I got I think it was like a multi-country type of holiday box. So you they had like snacks from like all different countries, and so that was kind of my Universal Yums introduction or debut or however you want to call it. But I actually unsubscribed for just a month just because after the holidays, we kind of like get into the year with like trying to not spend as much, and that didn't go over too well. But I heard towards the end of January that they were doing a France box, and I just honestly could not miss that. I think the January one was Poland and February was France. So yeah, the month of February was France. I actually upgraded my subscription to, I think it was called the Super Yum box. So so the Super Yum box is $39. Their Yum Yum box is $25. I think that's the regular box. I think they may have a smaller one too. That's like around 15 or something like that, where they include like a few snacks. I had the middle grade tier for 25, so this month I gotta have all the French goodies. So I got the Super Yum box, and then for the month of March I went back down to the Yum Yum box for 25 because otherwise it would get too expensive. Also just because I have a lot of Japanese snack box subscriptions. So yeah, I'll go ahead and dive into that. It is a much bigger box, as you can kind of see here. So let's open it up. So this is what the box looks like. So you can kind of see inside of there. It's pretty good. So you can see all the things that are in there. So there you go. Things are falling, of course. And we have the little France booklet. So we have the good old booklet to kind of tell us what everything is. So, and I always, by the time I do these videos, I always get to this too late. But they have like a chart where when you try all these snacks, you can rank them from like best to worst, and then you like can post it on social media. So then towards the end of the month, they'll calculate everybody's votes and determine what was the best or worst or most strange. And then they kind of have like a little secret puzzle that you can solve here. And then kind of myths or whatever that you can kind of debunk, like French or Fox. There are lots of common things with the word French in their name, but are they really from France? Like the French Bulldog, not really surprised. Only half French. The ancestors of these cute pups lived in England, where they were owned by lace workers. When the workers moved to France in the 1800s, their dogs bred with the local breeds, and the French Bulldog was born. Another thing, not French, French toast. Although it's eaten in France under the name pain perdue, otherwise known as lost bread, French toast actually dates back to the 4th century Rome. And then another thing is the French horn. The brass instrument was invented in Germany in 1818, but was modified with French valves in 1839. And then another thing that's not French is French vanilla. This especially fragrant flavor was rooted in the French tradition of making a vanilla custard. Okay, so just some fun French facts. The most popular proposal destination in the world is Disneyland Paris. Interesting. They have Disneyland in Paris? I did not know that. see. It's very interesting. Okay, yeah, so that is very cool. So let's go ahead and, with all the books not in the way, this is kind of like everything that's in there. So this first one here is these ox capes. I think this is like a mushroom chips. It looks like there's a lot of chips in this month's box. So we have these guys, and let's see. So these guys, Brett's au fromage du Jura. The average French person eats 60 pounds of cheese per year. For this chip, we'll focus on variety. Comté, a sweet floral cheese. Ooh, that sounds good. From the Franche-Comté province in eastern France. To make the cheese, every cow is treated to 2 full acres of pastures to roam, plus a diet of 100% natural food. Their fresh milk is immediately rushed to the production site, where it is crafted into cheese wheels and then matured for at least 4 months. The result, an incredibly distinctive and delicious cheese. Ooh, so I guess this is like a really strong cheese. I mean, you wouldn't think it was. I mean, it just looks like mushrooms. It's very interesting. Okay, so that looks really tasty. And then these books will also share like any allergen information. So if you do have allergies, that's helpful to know. You know, in case you don't have anything, or I should say, in case like you have some allergies, you might want to look at that. I don't get that in like my Japanese subscriptions. You know, if you've seen my other videos, they don't, sometimes they don't even include any information about the products. So this is really nice. This is really thorough, and that's what I really like about Universal Yums. So, okay, the next one, it looks like these are mustard chips. You can kind of, if you see that there, it's like mustard chips. So, this one is Sabelle chips. Okay, so it's Sabelle chips, croquantes, honey mustard potato chips. That sounds good. Okay. Let's see. The flavor is unlike any honey mustard you ever had. I mean, each of these has like a paragraph of like information, so I'm not gonna bore you guys with that. I'm just kind of gonna give you like the summary of what each item is, because it kind of tells you like a little bit about like where the product is from. The local white mustard recipe has captivated people for almost 1,000 years. Yeah, so I think like if I literally like read all these to you guys, you'd probably get bored, and in this video would probably be super long. But I have some other things I wanted to show you and kind of include in. So, okay, we have more Brett's chips. I honestly think I probably would have been okay with this the Yum Yum box, because there's so much chips, dude. It almost feels a little redundant. But look, so here we have, it looks like some more cheese chips. Maybe like white cheddar or something. I don't know. Probably not white cheddar, because I feel like that's American. But there's some more chips. And that's not even all the chips they have in there, guys. Like, I'm not kidding. Okay, so, alright. This is a mushroom known as the wait. I think I literally read you guys, like, the description wrong. So, these were the mushrooms. These were the mushroom ones. And the other ones I read, the other Bretts, were the cheese. So the ones that, when I was showing you the mushroom, I was reading you the cheese one, and I was super confused because I didn't see anything about cheese. Okay, so this is the cheese one. Okay, and so the other one is the mushroom. So the mushroom ones are sauteed in and some lemon. Oh yeah, lemon butter. Ooh, that sounds good. They're sauteed with lemon butter to make an appetizer known as capes a la bordelaise. Whisked with eggs to make omelets aux cape. Yeah. Okay. So we have some like cheese chips, and we have some mushroom chips. That is like the quick summary of that. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, so okay, yeah, these are based on like a cheese wheel. Okay, so the next one here, and I really like these. This is another Sabelle brand. These are vinegar chips. I've always really loved vinegar chips, and I think it's like Lay's. I think it's Lay's that has them in like a bag like this. Vinegar chips are so good. I've always liked vinegar chips since as long as I can remember. So this looks really tasty for a snack. Bordeaux, I think that's how it's pronounced, is famous for its vineyards. Paris is famous for its high-end restaurants. This is from the city of Orleans, lying directly between the two. Famous for vinegar. Between the 13th and 17th centuries, countless barrels of wine would go sour on its way from Bordeaux to Paris. Rather than take the loss, savvy merchants in Orleans sold the spoiled wine as vinegar. Ooh. Hence the name vinegar, from the French vin aigre, meaning sour wine. Yeah. So I guess this is really popular in the city of Orleans. So I've never been to France. I haven't been there yet. So that is a good FYI. I will be checking that out because I love things that are vinegary. Today, Orleans vinegar is used across France, from everything from cleaning supplies to vinaigrettes to perfectly crunchy potato chips. Yum. Okay, I'm excited about that. All right, next one. So another Sabelle brand. I don't know how original these guys were this month, but this looks like a cheese item too. This actually looks like, these look like, what do you call it? Okay, it was bugles. I'm pretty sure it was bugles. Yeah, just from looking at this, it kind of reminds me of bugles, but a different shape. So, let's see. So that one. Okay, Sabelle. Okay, so in France, people don't snack. We know that sounds crazy, right? French still enjoy munching on chips, crisps, and crackers. Let's just save them. They save them for a pre-dinner course called the aperitif. During the starter course, French folks gather for casual conversation, a glass of wine, and a savory snack designed to whet appetites for the meal to come. The cheesy gringournotter, French for nibble. It's made for the occasion. Oh yeah, cheese flavored tube snacks. That's what those are. They remind me so much of bugles. All right, so the next one we have here, it looks like this like hazelnut like filling pastry. This looks really quite good. You know, like Nutella is kind of like that, but I think Nutella is an American made. So this is like basically hazelnut cream is like Nutella, but probably just better if it's just hazelnut, because Nutella is probably filled with like a bunch of shit. So okay, this is Citro Bon Sablous Cacao chocolate cookies with hazelnut cocoa cream. You might really love Nutella, but do you love it as much as the French do? Read this story and judge for yourself. In January 2018, the French supermarket Intermarché made a huge announcement. Nutella was on sale. Okay. And not just any sale, the price of a jar was slashed from $5 to $1.50. The result, cocoa cream chaos. Intermarché stores were flooded with folks trying to scoop up the discounted jars. Unfortunately, most were unsuccessful. Stores sold out in just 15 minutes. Luckily for you, we've brought you a luscious taste of France chocolate hazelnut obsession, minus the pandemonium inside of a delicious chocolate sablé cookie. Nutella lovers rejoice. So yeah, that is a thing. And I bet their like Nutella is probably better than like what we have here. It's kind of like, you know, the Cadbury cream eggs that we used to have that I think sometime in like the late 2000s, Hershey bought it out. So the US can only sell the Hershey version of Cadbury, but it's still marketed as Cadbury. I actually ordered the original UK Cadbury eggs that they aren't allowed to sell here, and I hear that those still taste so much better than what we have here now, the Cadbury eggs, which would kind of explain why when I went to try a Cadbury egg not too long ago, I did not like it. Like, it was just it was gross. So I ordered some, and I'll probably do like comparison or taste test comparison, comparing the Cadbury eggs if you guys would like to see that. As we kind of get closer to Easter, just kind of trying the Hershey Cadbury version versus the original UK. So I'm excited about that. Anyhow, here are the items we have. All right, so the next item we have here, these remind me of those rose flavored candies I had gotten in my No Make No Life box. And let's see. These are Frazu Bowl. Chewy strawberry candies. So King Charles V had a whopping 1,200 strawberry plants in his garden, and in the late 18th century, it was France who crossbred the two New World strains, the Virginia strawberry and the Chilean white strawberry, to create the modern day strawberry. Ooh, that's interesting. Even today, France is still innovating. The country produces one of the most coveted strawberry varieties in the world, the Graguette, famous for its intense sweetness. And the French don't just excel at growing strawberries, they also excel at making strawberry sweets. Ooh, that would be interesting. We're not the only ones who think so. These chewy, juicy strawberry candies were top voted in our last France box. Okay, so that'll be kind of cool to try out. Honestly, I'm going to try one right now because I'm curious. Let's try them out. It kind of hits you towards the end of your chewing, but initially it's a lot of, I get a lot of sweetness. Right. Okay, so this is pretty good. It's not like crazy sweet or anything. It's almost kind of like gum. Yeah, it kind of tastes like gum. That's good. Yeah. Not bad. Okay. That's my reaction to that one. Okay. Alright, so the next one we have, oh, what's this? We have a Yum bag. I don't know what this is. We have a Yum bag. I've never gotten a Yum bag, guys. Okay. Okay, so it's like a bag of candy. So we have a mystery bag here. So in this Yum bag, okay, We have Tetes Brulees, which are tropical peach tea and cola flavored chews with sour filling. Yeah, they have extreme sour filling. More intense than the sour candies you're used to. They're more intense. These are supposedly the candies inside here. Some of the candies are more sour than the Sour Patch Kids. That's crazy. They have, with tangy flavors like peach tea, tropical fruit, and zingy cola, they provide an explosively mouth-watering experience. Ooh, yum. And then they have some butter caramels. Caramels con flor de sel. And in 1980, it was voted the country's best candy. In 2000, high-end American restaurants caught wind of the flavor. By 2008, it had gone mainstream with both Haagen-Dazs and Starbucks. Alright, I hate when the card gets full when you're filming. That sucks. Okay, so we have caramels, we have some candies with tropical peach tea and cola flavored chews. We have cocoa dusted truffles with raspberry macaroon chips. And it's funny, I only recently learned the difference between macaroon and macaron. So like, they're talking about the macaron, a crispy meringue cookie made with sugar, almond flour, and egg whites. So, with this truffle, you'll find raspberry macaron. So, okay. So the macaron are those like little kind of overpriced cookies with the little filling inside that we're all used to. And that's a macaron. Macaroon is like, I think it's made with like coconut. It's like a cookie. And it's often confused. I've even confused it for like the longest time until a friend pointed it out. Hey, like, you're like using them wrong. Because there's macaroon and then there's macaron, which is, that macaron is like made with like coconut or something like that. Let's actually look it up, okay? Macaron. Macaroon. Okay, so a macaroon. Okay. Yeah, see, look. You Google macaroon. You see both. Like, you see both, like, used interchangeably here, like these cookies and those, okay? You see both, because both are shown as macaroons, so, yeah. Okay, so macaroons are these guys here, and they're made with coconut. And then the macarons are these, like, sandwich cookies. I recently found that out. Okay, anyway, so these candies right here have macaron hints. Yeah, the meringue cookie made with sugar, almond flour, and egg whites. Okay, and then we have a Test Brulees gout cola bars. The Coca-Cola company decides to introduce Coke to the French market, hoping to capitalize on Americans' good standing with France. Not a surprise. What do you think happened next? Did the French try it? Did they spit it in disgust? Coke's French debut got all sorts of reactions. So, it's the Coca-Cola drink is popular in France. So I guess this is like a cola candy, which is basically their version of it. Okay. And then we have the Truffles Fantasy. Cocoa dusted truffles with hazelnut. So yeah, these, like, you have some different truffles in here. Of course, we all know that France has such a romantic reputation. And fun fact, I believe Paris is like the top tourist destination in the world. Is Paris or France. Paris, France. Hazelnut was once the most popular wedding gift in medieval France. Okay, so there's those, and these are all in this little baggie, which I'll open later. So just some candy, like a little grab bag. Alright, so the next items we have here are these like raspberry rolls. I think I saw a picture and they're like little spoilers of those. So the raspberry mini roll is that France practically invented dessert. When it comes to France's most renowned desserts, there's never any problem clearing the table. These delectable raspberry swirl cakes are first-hand proof. Instantly, you'll get a fragrant whiff of real French raspberries. Take a bite and taste the pitch-perfect ratio of fluffy, soft cake to sweet, syrupy jam. Okay, that'll be good because I love raspberries and that sounds tasty. Alright, so moving on, of course, and I really like this about the Universal Yum Box is you get a good selection of sweet and savory. I am more on the savory side. I get a lot of sweets and I never eat them quickly enough. Personally, the savory things go quicker, but I do like trying some sweet stuff. And we got some cool chocolates here. I was actually just talking about this earlier. I love sea salt chocolate. It is just the perfect blend of sweet and savory. So we have 40% cocoa, dark chocolate, which honestly it's not really that dark, to be completely honest. I mean, it can honestly almost be considered milk chocolate. But chocolate in France, I've heard, is amazing. So this is what we have here for the sea salt chocolate. And sea salt chocolate is so good. Like, you can take one of these squares and like put it in your oatmeal. It is so good. And it's like, you know, you want to make sure you're not like using like a Hershey's candy bar in your oatmeal, right? Because that has lots of crap in it. But like a dark chocolate bar like this, just take like I'm saying, not this whole candy bar, but like a little 1 or 2 squares to put in your oatmeal. It is totally okay to have that with your breakfast, and it's so good. So that's probably how I'm going to eat this. These look so good. I'm so excited to try them. And then we have a 50% cocoa, 55% cocoa, dark chocolate, mango, and Szechuan pepper. Ooh, that's something. That's quite different. That's cool. Szechuan pepper. Like, I've seen like the chili dark chocolate, which is pretty popular. And this is mango and Szechuan pepper. And I love Szechuan like food and stuff. Like, I just love it. Like, Szechuan like stir fry. So this is good. I'm excited about that. Let's see what this has to say about the candy. This talks about the process of when highly concentrated seawater evaporates, creates sea salt flowers. I won't bore you guys with that. Just kind of tells you about that a little bit. So the mango Szechuan, it was invented when France returned to control one of its territories in India. The two countries remain strategic trade partners. So this is kind of like Eastern inspired. All right. So the next one, and it wouldn't be a French box without some truffles. So we have a box of truffles here. And sometimes I wonder about the Universal Yums box. Like, I think they travel to the different countries. But sometimes I'm like, are they just like going to like international grocery stores to send us this stuff? Because like, I'm legit like hoping that these are like actually from France, like not like the Americanized versions of stuff. And it looks like everything is in French, like the original ingredients. So I think this is pretty legit. These are French dusted truffles, almond flavor. Oh, wow! I didn't see that. I didn't quite see that. So this is yeah. Wow, this looks so tasty. Okay, yeah, but that looks tasty. The next one we have is a truffles bar. Ooh. Like, I can feel it. Okay, they're just like truffles, like layered together. Yeah, they're just like truffles, like a line. Towards the end here, we have some butter cookies. These look really tasty. So, main ingredient in this famous shortbread is sand, but this is delicious sand. Sables are centuries-old cookies made by rubbing cold butter into flour and sugar to form tiny particles. Okay, that looks tasty. And we have some, apricot pastries here. We got 2 of them. So we got those. Okay. So the pastries, alrighty. The Molex 4 apricot. Okay. So it's a soft cake with zingy apricot jam. And apricot jam is one of my favorite jams. It is like so good. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just so tasty. So yeah, that is my Universal Yums Super Yum box. I got quite a bit of items for $39. I'm quite satisfied. I have like several candy bars, the truffles, these cookies, and of course a bazillion chips. And now I just got to figure out how I'm going to put it back in here. So there's quite a bit in here. So as I said, I kind of skipped over January for this box, and it was worth it. There's so much stuff in here. So I am excited by that. Okay, so the next part of this video is just me showing you some things that I got as part of like a snack exchange that I posted with a group of friends and I. So these were some items that I had gotten from one of the gals. So the first one is this Yuzu Pao Yuzu Green fermented chili sauce. This is awesome. As you guys may already know from watching my other videos, I love yuzu. Yuzu is a Asian fruit that is primarily... Alright, okay. So, I'm going to show you guys some friend mail. The first one we have here is this Yuzu Pao, the Yuzu Green Citrus Fermented Chili Sauce. As some of you know already, I really love yuzu, so I'm really looking forward to trying this. This was actually on my Amazon wish list. And speaking of which, I actually got a Feast from the East sesame dressing with yuzu Japanese citrus sauce. So I'm really excited to try this salad dressing out. And I'm actually really glad I got this because I think this was probably one of the last in the batch, because right after my friend ordered this for me, it was like out of stock. And it, like, I don't know if you guys have like you know, on the Amazon wish list, like it'll show we don't know if this item, when or if it will be back in stock. So I think it's probably like not just out of stock, but I think it's like it's done for now. Like that's just it. I don't know if they're just discontinuing it or not selling it on Amazon anymore. But after this was sent out sometime shortly afterwards, there was one of those messages saying that we don't know when or if it'll be back in stock. So I'm glad to try this if I can. The next one I have here is this Goldilocks Sweet Delights Cookies and Cream Pulveron Philippine Cookie Shortbread. I actually tried the ubi version of this from this brand, the ubi flavor, which is kind of like a Philippines version of taro, which is like some sort of purple root. So ubi is something similar. I think this will be cool to try out this cookies and cream version. I mean, this looks really tasty, so I'm excited to try that. The next items I got were some awesome items that I got from another friend in Australia. After I made a post saying I was talking about some Vegemite, like snack crackers. It was like some Vegemite flavored crackers, but they just taste like cheese to me. I've actually never tried Vegemite. I'm actually gonna do a video sometime soon after I order some Marmite, which is the British cousin to the Australian Vegemite. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a taste test with both. And I've never tried either, so that way you guys can kind of see my live reactions, my first time impressions. So I will be doing that sometime soon. So here are all the goodies she sent me, and she was super sweet and awesome and sent me some chocolate to go along with the Vegemite. So thank you so much. I'm so excited. So here is the Vegemite. Vegemite, I think, is supposed to be like a yeasty, kind of like salty type of spread that you like put on toast or like different things like that. And it's high in B vitamins. And it's like one of those things that's an acquired taste. Like you either like it or you don't. So yeah, this is made with 90% of ingredients from Australia. So this is a yeast extract. And when I think of yeast, I think of the stuff that like goes in your baking, and I like the taste, so I might like this, but maybe I'm weird. So I'm gonna go ahead and order a Marmite, and I'm gonna do a video with that and show you guys what I think. So yeah, I'm excited for that. And I got some, as I showed you, this Australian candy. I got this Aero Nestle chocolate mint bar. My husband will claim this one. And then I got a Milky bar by Nestle, and I love milk chocolate made with real milk goodness. Look at this, it's just a pure milk chocolate bar. This looks tasty. Excited for that. And then I got a bunch of these Cadbury Dairy Milk Freddo, kind of, I think these are just like little chocolates, just like pure milk chocolates, which is cool. So I got a bunch of these, and then I got some cherry, ooh, interesting, ripe cherries and coconut and old gold rich dark chocolate. Ooh. This, I mean, when you look at the packaging, like you expect this to be like just some like fruit chewy gummy or something. Like you would not, I don't know, maybe it's just the packaging. Like you wouldn't think that this is dark chocolate. Oh, I guess maybe you would, because look, it shows a cherry dipped in dark chocolate right there. This is also Cadbury, and we were just talking about Cadbury, but Cadbury is everywhere, but the original British version is not in the US because of some sort of dispute, and now Hershey owns our Cadbury, and it's not as good. I mean, I don't know. I don't really like a lot of American candies. Anyway, so we have a dairy milk. So these are just like different animals. I think these are all like the same candies. So thank you so much. I'm gonna enjoy everything. So here we go. We have like a fun grab box, and this was really awesome. I'm so excited for that. And oh, there's my Vegemite. Okay, so that is gonna be it for this super long video. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you haven't had, or if you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up, and if you like this content, you like my videos, please hit that the little bell to get notified, and please subscribe. I'd so appreciate your support, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.